Hello, we're back. That's right. Motorsports 360 once again back in your life for our first show in April 5th, 2018. Where I live, it's still snowing. I'm not joking. Michael, I'm very jealous of where you live right now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool today. It's a little bit windy, but not
it snowed
snowing,
a couple days ago for me.
We've got snow in April, which is messed up.
Yeah, I actually got snow a couple days ago. So yeah, just crazy.
Anyway, let's introduce the crew for tonight like usual. Besides me, Marty, we got Michael Kelly.
Hello.
We got who's probably setting up his laptop right now, Kelvin LaPierre.
Yeah, setting it up.
All right. And then we've got Justin Zeidel.
Yep. Hello.
Alrighty. So, gentlemen, how was your let's call out your spring break?
I'm fine. It's been quite good actually.
Was your spring break good? How was your spring break was good? My spring break was pretty good. I will say.
I'm still on spring break.
I'm talking about spring break from the show, you dilly.
I'm still on spring break.
Anyway, wait, what the heck is Shaq talking about? I'm watching NBA on TNT. It's Thursday Night Hoops. But anyway, continuing on. What else was I gonna say? Who watched the national title game?
I did not.
Villanova won. Yay! I have my bracket for winning the entire thing, so I'm happy. What else? Let's see.
The ratings on that game, Marty?
What?
Do you see the ratings on that game?
What were the ratings?
Lowest in history of the tournament.
Goodness gracious! What do they get? What do they average?
I don't know. I just read the headline. It said lowest rated final tournament.
That is. Now, if I was Loyola Chicago, the ratings would be going through the roof. Michigan just had a room. I'm just kidding. Let's see here. What else was there? Masters have officially begun. And Michael and I are officially on the ban list of the Masters because they have banned the phrase dilly dilly.
Oh, yeah. I was just told about that. I'm kind of upset about it.
Yes. And did you see what Bud Light responded? Justin, don't show that. We're going to get copyrighted. Justin,
It's on the TV. I don't even know why we're getting I don't even know why people copyright stuff anymore.
I'm not. Justin, don't show that, please. Sorry.
All right.
Unless it's for discussion time. All right. Anyway.
And now he just completely left.
Well, all he cares about is freaking Sebastian Bourdais accident. Dude, that happened like so many months ago.
All right, there.
All right, you fixed it. Okay, good.
Yep.
Yes, you can join Noah. Hello, Voiles. Yes. If you want to join, go ahead. I'll invite you in, Noah. Hang on a sec. I'll give you the link. But I'm trying to think what else to talk about. I had so much stuff I was going to talk about. Now it just went out of my head. No. Kelvin's got a milli ready. Let's see here. Hangouts. I got a Perry. If that counts.
Shut up!
Alright, there you go.
Hey, remember those three things you talked about in life? There it is.
Yep.
The dog's barking. And next time in here, yes.
Just shut your door then.
I went in another room.
Awesome.
As I usually do in my living room, which has no door.
Okay. All right. So let's get along with the show. We have a lot of stuff to talk about because we haven't been on in a week and 2 days. So in other words, if you count that in days, it's basically 9 days. And DJ Reed has arrived.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to make 60 minutes. I know he's been a regular. He's been a regular call in.
Is that DJ?
Actually, I haven't joined since March 14th.
Yeah, you're still a regular call in, so why not bring you in for 60 minutes?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, but anyway, let's get right now. We got a bunch of stuff to talk about on the good old M360.
Yep.
Or down on me?
So, if you missed us the past 9 days, here's what you have missed. First off, Pure Michigan has ended their sponsorship of NASCAR races, so they will not be
I
sponsoring
don't have the
the August races,
line.
which they have sponsored. Hey, whoever's talking, I'm talking.
Probably Michael.
So yeah, Pure Michigan has ended their sponsorship. It was from 2011 to 2017. The sponsorship costs have actually been going up because it costs Pure Michigan $725,000 to sponsor the race. Back in 2011, it would cost like I believe $300,000 or something like that. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, but ugh.
Anyway, continuing on here, NASCAR has released the 2019 Cup schedule. There are no changes to it.
Of course.
That's pretty much the entire story.
Never listen to the fans.
Okay, hang on a second.
Okay. Can I give an idea for the August Michigan race name?
Sure, just for the heck of it, we didn't have it planned, but go for
The Fortnite 400.
it. Oh, Fortnite. You
Never speak again.
Oh, what about the Do You Know the Way 400?
Oh my gosh. Suddenly Motorsports 360 is turned into a meme show. I apologize, everyone.
Uganda Knuckles 400.
I apologize. Okay.
On a road course, you can't call it Do You Know D-Way.
Okay. So here's a big
Okay.
story that does not have to do with sponsorship. Steve Phelps has been promoted to the Chief Operating Officer of NASCAR. He will oversee all NASCAR commercial and media operations. Whoa, what is that? I just saw something that came into my advertisements. Continuing on here, that's all we got about Steve Phelps. Oh, man. Excuse me. Oh, yeah, I knew what else I wanted to tell you guys about. I'll tell you guys before we go to discussion time. To the Xfinity Series we go. The Dash for Cash program will be returning this season. The 4 races that will take place will be at Bristol, Richmond, Talladega, and Dover. So here's how this is gonna work.
And no cup drivers.
Hey, I'm talking. Let me talk.
Man, Marty's in a mood today.
I'm sorry. I just don't really want to be interrupted while talking.
Marty, it's okay. Do you need
All
a
right.
hug?
It's fine. It's fine.
Come here, man.
Internet hug.
And a hug. Anyway, the top 4 finishing full-time drivers in the Saturday's race at Texas will qualify for the first round of the Dash for Cash at Bristol next week. The highest finisher of the 4 will receive $100,000, and the 4 highest Xfinity drivers, the highest 3 Xfinity drivers, along with the Dash for Cash winner, will race at Richmond the following week, and then they'll go Talladega, and then they'll go Dover. And also, by the way, the Dash for Cash races mean that no Cup Series drivers are allowed in those races, which is awesome.
Yeah. Woo!
Woo!
Okay. Chase Briscoe will now be driving for Stewart Haas Racing for a few races this season besides his number 60 ride. He'll drive the number 98 for Stewart Haas Racing with Biaggi Den Beste. beginning at Bristol. Trying to see what else here. He'll also race it at Talladega, at the Charlotte Oval, the Charlotte Roval, and Kansas. As a part of the Ford Performance Driver Development Program. Continuing on here, Go Bowling is strict. Oh yeah, I forgot they had to deal with Stewart Haas Racing now. Let me see. What did anything else I forgot here? No, that's all I had. All right. So here's what I wanted to tell you guys. I was on Twitter this afternoon, reading tweets, and I saw something from Kaz Grella looking at NASCAR.com's weird and interesting facts of the day, of the season so far, and he said, and so the fact is, what is this? Fans only.
I love how you stopped your
Kelvin, put on TNT now. Put on TNT now.
But I'm watching Jersey Shore, man. It's vacation week.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
They just said like there was NBA TV was doing like some sort of fans only thing tomorrow night. I don't know what it is. Continuing on here. So every manufacturer that has won this season has an O in its name. So I was thinking it's Ford and Toyota, but then I responded Grella and say, that's not true. Austin Dillon won the Daytona 500 in a Chevy, but not if it's Chevrolet.
Yeah, Marty, way to mess that one up.
I got roast.
Yeah, Marty.
Okay, so this is a dialect question. For those of you guys that live in the north and for those of you guys that live in the south, how do you say it, Chevy or Chevrolet?
Do what about the South?
I say Chevy.
Do what about the South, Marty?
Do you say Chevy or Chevrolet?
I say Chevy.
I say Chevy.
Yeah, I say Chevy, but I'm in the north.
We got another vote for Chevy over here. So.
Oh yeah, your friend.
Yeah, he says Chevy.
All right. Now that we got Chevy out of the way, discussion time. All right, so we got a bunch of things to talk about here. This is the first one I want to talk about. So, for those of you guys that are on Twitter and you follow Texas Motor Speedway, they did something that I think the fans are going to like. They have put Tire Dragon on the high side to get a groove there. That's what Bristol Motor Speedway does on the low line, though. I'm interested in what you guys have to say. Will the racing be improved with the Tire Dragon on the high side of the track? Normally Michael goes first, but DJ's our guest, so you're first.
Guest goes first.
Okay, honestly, I'd say it will not improve the racing at all because I do not think that any drivers really race the high lane at Texas, but it will be fun to see who races the high line, who doesn't race the high line, and if there's wrecks, blown tires up in the high groove. It's just going to be interesting to see, and honestly, that prediction can't be told until the race starts.
I'm interested to hear what Kelvin has to say. Oh, he's standing up for this one.
Oh, I'm doing something. Go to Michael.
Put him in presentation mode, Marty.
All right, he's going in presentation mode then, like usual.
Go to Michael first. I'm doing something real quick.
Okay, Michael's okay. Actually, no, we won't do. Yeah, Michael, you're up.
All right, I was talking to Logan. What's the question?
Will the racing improve with the Tire Dragon on the high side of the track at Texas?
I feel like it's just going to make it harder to pass because they put the Tire Dragon on at New Hampshire, and we got 2 lanes, except because we got 2 lanes, nobody could pass because the high line would get the run off the corner, and then it made it like hard to pass people, which can provide good racing. So, but the passing, it'll be tough to pass. So I'll say that.
Now we go to Kelvin.
Oh, crap. I shortened my thing. All right. I've been calling for this for 2 years now since they started doing it at Bristol Motor Speedway. That it needs to happen at every mile-and-a-half racetrack even if it doesn't work the first time around, because eventually somebody's going to find something and it's going to work, and you're going to see a car that's going to be able to pass any car high and low. When we went to Vegas, where was Kevin Harvick riding the whole time we were in Vegas? He was riding the low line. Cars would get a run on him on the high line, but his car was so dominant on the low line that he just would take off and go. This is going to allow the Kyle Larsons of the world, who like to run the high line anywhere he goes, to run the high line. You're going to see Kyle Busch up on the high line. Kyle Busch has already said he's a big fan of this. You also are going to see Casey Kane, another rim rider who hasn't been able to ride the rim around very often because there's no grip anywhere anymore on a 1.5-mile racetrack to ride that 1.5 miles. Kyle Larson's going to be up there, like I said. So you're going to see a variety of drivers taking that high line. They're going to take so much advantage of this that I think you're going to see 3 lanes at Texas Motor Speedway for the first time in a very, very, very long time.
3 lanes? Okay. Justin, what do you have to say about it?
I say it's going to be exciting because you're going to see some guys run up that high line. You're going to see Kyle Larson and some others try to do the high line and see if they can get a run. So I think it's going to be exciting. I'm excited.
All right. To be honest here, we tried the Tire Dragon at Charlotte Motor Speedway, which is a track that's kind of similar to Texas Motor Speedway. Nothing happened. So I don't think we see it happen at Texas at all. I think we get a boring race from last year. I already have plans to not watch both of these races, to be honest. Because Saturday I may be doing something. If it gets postponed, I will be I'll be watching it. But Sunday I already got plans to do homework. So
yeah, I've made plans for Sunday, but I think part of those plans will be to watch the end of the race there, Marty. So
yeah.
Okay, Marty, I'm gonna add on to what you said. Since you said you're not gonna watch any of the races on Saturday or Sunday, it's kind of like as a NASCAR fan for me to put in my free time to watch NASCAR races. Try and watch the full races. It's kind of hard, but I did it all last year besides ARCA and K&N, and I only missed 2 races out of the top 3 series.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You have no idea what it's like to be a college student, though, man.
Yeah.
I was going to say, how old are you? I mean, when I was your age, I didn't miss a race either because it was entertaining to watch. But trust me, when you get older and you notice that the cars aren't, you're going to have the same top 10 almost at every 1.5-mile racetrack, it gets kind of silly to watch every once in a while. But I agree. If I have free time, I watch it. No doubt. No doubt about it.
Yeah. All right.
Jeff Green would be in.
Did we do everyone? Did we do Michael? I think we did.
Yeah, we did Michael.
Yep.
You went before.
Yeah, you got me.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so the next question for you. Now we're just gonna get to some questions that on basically seasonal thoughts so far. So of the drivers that were in the playoffs from 2017, what playoff driver's performance this season now concerns you the most? Kelvin, you're first.
The one that has to concern you the most is the 95's performance. Everybody thought that performance out of that 95 machine, and 95 machines being driven by Casey Kane, everybody thought that the performance would improve, and that just hasn't happened yet so far at all this season. I mean, he ran well at Daytona, but every car runs well at Daytona for the most part, unless they get caught up in a wreck. But Casey Kane has been in the mid-20s almost every race besides the one race where he got his first chase points of the year out on the West Coast, and he's been a consistently mid-20 of the pack car. McDowell drove that car and was, in my opinion, and I'm a huge Casey Kane fan, McDowell ran that car a lot better than Casey Kane has so far in the first 5-6 races this season.
Okay, Justin?
I would say Darrell Wallace Jr. because, to be honest, everyone thought he would be like running top 10, top 15. Right now, he's currently kind of like running top 20, top 25, kind of like how Almirola drove the car. But I mean, he got second at Daytona, but honestly, he just hasn't been running as people thought he would.
Okay. Michael, I'm sorry to say it. I think Jimmy Johnson, I would say if you're Jimmy Johnson right now, I'd be kind of panicking right now
I 100% agree with you.
This is not like Jimmy though. I mean, we're like 6-7 races into the season, and he's got no wins yet. My gosh. Okay, I get 2014 was a new playoff system. He didn't win until the Coke 600. But let's see. Jimmy Johnson has not won a race in almost 1 year. His last race he won was at Dover in June. In 2016, or last season, he won at Texas. 2016 and 15, he won at Atlanta. 14, like I said, Coke 600. 13 was a Daytona 500. Excuse me. 2012.
Okay.
2012 was what was it?
Hopefully, I don't have to use them that often. So maybe I should use
I forgot what 2012 was. It wasn't Las Vegas. It wasn't Las Vegas, Bristol, or Auto Club. I forgot.
Was it Darlington?
No. Oh wait. I think it was.
I only have one.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right. It was Darlington.
Darlington's back then was in the spring.
Yeah, but yeah, Jimmy should have a win by now based on this. I'm a little nervous. I'm kind of concerned for you, Jimmy. You may be aging, man. That's all I gotta say. No, Michael's up. I want to hear what Michael has to say about it.
Well, I 100% agree that Jimmy Johnson should be the guy that should be panicking right now. Not only has he not won yet, I don't think he's even led a lap.
One more fun fact, by the way.
What?
Justin Marks has led a lap. Jimmy
Yeah.
Johnson has not.
Yeah,
Who has little one?
Justin Marks.
Whoa.
Yeah,
That's where you
so
panic right there.
yeah, so he
Oh, I
has
know.
every reason possible to be panicking right now. But I wouldn't hit that panic button full force. I'd be hitting it, but not just pounding it into the ground to where you're just like, I need help immediately. We look back at the previous year, 2014, didn't win until Charlotte. Last year didn't win until Texas, which is this weekend. He's very good at Texas. I think he's been getting like one win there every year, whether it be spring or fall race. So it is 1.5 miles, I know.
Yep.
But if we get some sort of strategy to come down at the end, maybe he's there in the top 10, maybe him and Chackenhouse pull some sort of strategy. They can get into victory lane. But probably short tracks, road courses, super speedways, that's probably the safest bet for Johnson to get to victory lane because that team just hasn't shown the strength that it should be showing on 1.5 miles.
No,
Which is really not good for the
Right at
chase.
1.5 miles.
That's really not good for the chase, considering how many 1.5 miles we have.
Okay. Let's go to DJ.
Okay, so this may surprise you guys, but I feel like Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is one of the least performing chase drivers from last year, the most underperforming chase driver from last season. I mean, I don't really see him in the top 10 that much or the top 15, probably because maybe I'm not looking or maybe just he's in the back. Because at Martinsville 2 weeks ago, he had, a tire go down or something like that, or wheel hop and went several laps down.
Okay. That is everyone. So next question. Let me look at chat real quick. I don't think anyone's watching in the chat. Nope. Next question for you, fellas, is about what we've seen at Texas since 1997. What is your memorable moment from NASCAR racing at Texas? Let's see here. Justin's first.
The 2014 fight between Jeff Gordon and Brad Keselowski. That was amazing.
How did I know you were going to say that, Justin? How did I know?
Oh, shit, here comes LeBron.
That's amazing. That's it right there. Such an amazing race and fight.
Let's see here. I can recall from the Cup Series. Yeah, that Justin stole mine. The 2012 chase race when we went to Texas, and Brad Keselowski and Jimmy Johnson, who are not just battling for for
Marty,
championship
stop
points.
talking. Marty, stop talking.
They were battling for a win. Oh my gosh, that was awesome racing. Both of them getting.
That's the one I was gonna pick.
That was so much fun to watch. I was so happy that Jimmy won as well. What a good race that was. Unfortunately, he did not win. Had he won that championship, though, he would have had 8 championships. But hey,
Oh wait, you're talking about 2012? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
never mind then.
hey, I can't complain. What were you gonna say?
I'm pulling it up.
For 2007,
Nope.
that was a good race as well
Hey,
between
guys.
Thompson and Kenza.
This one, 2016.
Ah,
Keselowski absolutely dominated the race.
That's 50.
Jimmy just
Correction,
completely
15.
outdrove him.
Dang it,
Dylan,
Justin. I mean, not
We'll see if we
not
can.
Justin.
Yeah, I
Dang
said
it, Michael.
it was
We'll go ahead and-
2015, guys.
You stole my
It was
pick.
2015.
Yeah.
2015. All right. Still though, yeah.
that was bad.
Well, I couldn't see it because my phone's in the way.
Yeah,
here.
all of the crew members that were in the playoffs were so happy that Keselowski didn't win. They were like, "Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
goodness,
Yeah.
Billy's open spots in the playoffs."
And here's the pass.
That was
So
awesome.
beautiful.
It makes Michael
I mean,
stay.
And then there's Larson
nobody
getting passed.
nobody talks about that race, and for good reason. I understand why it was probably a little less notable, but just the implications it had behind it. It kept Keselowski from moving on in the chase, kept him from winning. Probably the only green flag lead change there was in that entire race, because Keselowski led like 300 laps. I don't remember how many he led, but just as a Jimmy Johnson fan, watching that race and how much he had struggled to get back to victory lane since I don't even remember the last time it was, but that was just really, really fun to watch. It was awesome racing.
Yeah.
So that's probably my favorite Texas moment.
Okay. Let's go to DJ.
Okay, so this is the only one I can kind of remember besides the 2015 finish, Michael. But no, that's okay. But I'd probably have to say the 2014 Junebug wreck where he got into the grass and went up to the fence and his car got engulfed in flames. Well, not really, but the right front I'm pretty sure got engulfed in flames.
That was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. He just clipped the grass with his left side of his fender, or not his fender, but his splitter, and just went up straight into the track.
Yeah. All right. Kelvin.
Let's see. I'm going to show my age here a little bit, and I'm going to bring it back a heck of a lot farther than you guys have brought it back so far, and I'm going to go all the way back to the year 2000, and that would be the year of Dale Earnhardt Jr. winning his first ever race in the Texas Motor Speedway, driving the number 8 Budweiser Chevrolet for his father at the time, and his father greeting him in victory lane, dumping a beer on his head.
That's awesome. Yeah, I like that one. Some other things that come to my mind, I'm going to load it up right now. There's one thing that I'm shocked no one. It's going to come back to my age as well. Are you guys ready? Hang on. I got to load it up here.
All right. Here we go.
This is from 2001 in the Busch Series race at Texas. Take a look at this.
Oh, God.
Look at this.
Oh.
Passing.
Fast in the grass.
There you go.
That was crazy. And then obviously the Truck Series race, I can remember last year's race when Peters went upside down.
Oh yeah. I was actually gonna say this thing Kevin said, but I didn't know. I forgot that Junebug won, so I didn't say it.
All right. To the next topic on discussion time about the 2019 schedule. What are your thoughts on it? For me, because you did not change anything in the schedule this year, I'm not gonna say anything about it. So yeah, nothing. Michael,
About the schedule changes or
there's
lack thereof.
there was like no schedule changes at all. Everything's the same as this season.
Yeah, I mean,
The only thing I would just say is just change the venue of the damn All-Star race every season.
I don't have anything to say about it really. I mean, I didn't expect there to be any changes, and we probably won't see any changes for another couple of years because they still have that 2 or 3 years left in their contract for the tracks to change.
Yeah.
So we probably won't see any changes for another couple of years unless it's just like, I don't know, New Hampshire and Sonoma switch their dates or something like that.
Yeah.
But we won't see any new tracks added or anything.
Mm-hmm. All right. DJ?
I mean, it's kind of boring as a NASCAR fan. And you can tell me if you agree or not. That's okay. But like, it's kind of boring as a NASCAR fan to kind of see the same tracks that are kind of like boring to watch because there's one, no passing, and two, just no racing kind of. So it's kind of boring to just see the same races every single time at the same schedule. It'd be kind of cool to see, like, I don't know, maybe Charlotte getting moved to maybe where Atlanta is. I don't know, just something cool like that. But that probably won't happen. But you know, that'd be cool to stop seeing some of these same track or these same races on the same schedule.
Okay. Kelvin?
NASCAR's never going to change their schedule again, so get used to seeing the same race every time. The weather up in the Northeast is too unpredictable, so you're not going to see anything change there. You're not going to see anything change here because she's out west. So, I mean, it's NASCAR doing what it has to because that's what their schedule's set at. There's nothing you can really do based on what the weather is. I mean, sure, I'd love to see them up here racing right now in April, but guess what? I'm not going to sit out in a 3-inch snowstorm and watch a race because it's not going to happen. Martinsville didn't happen on time because they had a snowstorm the night before. So, I mean, there's nothing you can really do to change the schedule right now with NASCAR unless you want to change the 30 tracks that you go to.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing you can change is, okay, let's change the tracks up. You know what? Let's have a revolving set of tracks where your iconic tracks stay in there. Your Daytona 500, your Daytona, your Talladega, your Martinsville, your Bristol are your 4 races that you're guaranteed to go to every year. Oh, and Charlotte because Charlotte's the headquarters of NASCAR. But guess what? You can race just your All-Star race there because it's another mile and a half that's boring to watch. So rotate racetracks every year. Go ahead, rotate different racetracks every year. So no notebook every year is the same. You can't use it because it's different every year.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you can do. Who's texting?
I agree. Justin?
I got nothing to say about it, honestly. There's probably not going to be any changes for another couple years. But when those changes do come, I just hope there's some new tracks. Maybe like Road Atlanta, Sebring, and maybe Long Beach. I just hoping like those tracks can come in a couple years. But other than that, that's probably not going to happen for another couple years.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Next question. About what happened nearly 2 weeks ago about Clint Boyer winning. After Clint Boyer won, who could be the next to end the winless streak? Now, before I let you guys answer, people that have not won a race yet are not allowed to be talked about. So you can't talk about Chase Elliott, William Byron, Ty Dillon, Bubba Wallace, etc., etc., etc. Michael, you're first.
Okay. My connection is probably going to be a little bit laggy because I'm out in the garage right now. But so I guess we should start kind of recapping who has a winless streak right now. We look at McMurray. There's Paul Menard. You kind of say Logano. Logano has a winless streak. Who else is there, guys? No, not Newman. Well, yeah, I guess Newman. It's been over a year.
Yeah.
That's kind of it. That's debatable there, but out of those names so far, I'd probably say Logano. I mean, he's on Penske. He's got good equipment. He's been running better this year, but they still have some work to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd probably say Logano because out of the guys that I listed so far, none of them have really been that close. As you heard from Logan, McMurray has not really had a very good season so far. So if he was running better like his teammate was, then I would probably pick McMurray, but I'm going to go with Logano.
Okay. DJ?
I don't know. Maybe I could see Trevor Bayne maybe winning if he could find a fuel strategy. Try and settle himself up front. Just like I said, run a fuel strategy, unlike the other guys. And just try to stay up front. That's all I can say.
Okay. Kelvin?
Logano's got to be the next one that breaks a streak, right? You would think anyway that it would be him. That's all I got. Like Logano, maybe you see. Wait, we're not doing first-time winners, right?
Correct.
Oh, so Matt DiBenedetto can't get his first win. Sucks
Oh, that would have been amazing.
I know.
Oh, the burrito.
I
Wait,
hope
it is
somebody says
national-
Paul Menard. He's been running probably the best he ever has in his career.
Yeah, Paul Menard could end his streak too.
It's National Burrito Day as well.
Yeah, wonder how much the burritos meant.
His winless streak is 238 races. Man.
Who?
Paul Menard's winless streak is 238 races.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see here. Justin's up.
I'm going with Jamie McMurray because he's been running better. He's been doing nice. He's made the chase the past 3 years. He made the round 12 last year. He's had chances to win before, so I'm gonna say McMurray is gonna break the winless streak.
Okay. All right.
Who did Justin pick?
What?
I picked McMurray.
Okay. I thought you'd pick Allman.
So
to be
I will
honest.
say Joey Logano. But if Logano cannot break his winless streak first, there's a man out there that has not won a race since 2014, and he's on one of the best teams right now. I'm talking about Mr. Eric Almirola.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like what this kid has in the number
Yep.
10.
Yeah, I was about to mention him.
I think Almirola has what it takes to get his first win this season.
Yeah, I was about to.
I like that, Marty. Marty's over here thinking outside the box.
That's right. That's right. I am thinking outside the box. See? Now I'm going outside the box. Do you see?
And you know what's funny?
Uh-huh.
I can't believe I didn't think of him because I literally have an Almirola hat.
That's
He
right, you do.
would have snapped the winless streak 6 races ago. He could have won at Daytona. But, you know.
That bummed me, though. That bummed me. But, hey, I'm happy for Austin Dillon as well.
Yeah.
If it weren't for the craziness of Indy, we'd be talking about Casey Kane right now, I feel like.
Holy crap. Hope Kelvin heard that.
I heard that. But we're not talking about Casey King because he won at Brickyard.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Which is a good thing.
Next question for you guys. So, FS1 is doing their everyone that works at the NASCAR Club doing the top 50 greatest NASCAR drivers of all time. So, we're not going to do a top 50 list. Don't worry. But I want to know from you guys. In your opinion, who is the greatest NASCAR driver of all time? Let's see here. Let's see. We started off with Michael last time. Let's go to DJ first.
Oh, man. Obviously, I have to go with Richard Petty. The man is a legend. He won 200 races, 7 championships. This man could not be stopped. Yes, you could give me the argument that it was in a less competitive time back then. But the man was still a legend, winning 200 races.
Okay. Kelvin?
You already know my answer to this, Marty, because you and I have had this discussion
We have. That is correct.
on multiple occasions.
That's
Because
correct.
I could tell you who you're going to go with because you go with it every time this conversation comes up in our little heated debates.
Yes, but don't spoil it, though.
So somebody might want, just going to say, somebody might want to get ready to pick a different driver because Marty's going to steal it on you because he's not going to let you go before he goes. Because we've had this debate, and I still say it is Dale Earnhardt Sr., winning 7 titles in a much more competitive era than Sir Richard Petty. Yes, Richard Petty has the 200 wins, has the exact same amount of championships as said Dale Earnhardt Dale Earnhardt Sr. But Dale Sr. did it in a much more competitive racing time than Richard Petty did. Richard Petty wasn't in the era of being inspected by certain standards and having certain cars that had to come out. So that's just why Marty's going to go with the other driver that he's going to go with because it's more balanced this year. But in all reality, it's not as balanced as you think it is because teams do things like, i.e., Kevin Harvick's team had that little blip on their window that they got the points taken away for, which really didn't affect the car. But they find different ways to cheat that get undetected that wouldn't be able to be detected back in the day because cars were built much better, Marty. So Dale Earnhardt is the best driver ever to face in NASCAR.
I was going to
Go
say
ahead, Marty.
that.
I already know who you're picking.
No. You can't hear from me now.
I'll
You
go
got
next.
to go to Justin.
All right.
Yeah,
I'm going to go with my all-time favorite, Jeff Gordon. Because look at this. Look at him back in the 90s. He was dominating in such a competitive area, had 10 to 13 wins a season. And he's got 4 championships. And honestly, if it weren't for this chase bracket, he would have 7 championships, just like Dale Earnhardt Sr. and Richard Petty. So if it weren't for the chase, Jeff Gordon would have 7 championships and maybe even more wins. Who knows? But I'm going to go with Jeff Gordon.
Excuse me, boys. I'll be right back.
He's gonna go get his T-shirt and hat or his hat off of his shelf over there because that's what he's gonna use to display this. Yeah, there it is. I told you, Michael. You might want to pick a new driver.
Yeah.
So let's see here.
Okay.
Who got 7 championships in the less amount of time?
Jimmy Johnson.
Johnson. Who's the only man to win 5 consecutive titles at a time?
Jimmy Johnson.
Who did not cheat, having an oversized engine in one race and having tires on the wrong side?
J.J. Johnson.
Dude, this guy.
Wait, his middle name starts with a J?
Yeah, his real name.
Jimmy Jerry Johnson?
Kenneth Johnson.
Jimmy Jerry Johnson.
Let's see here. Who's been in a more competitive field?
Jimmy Johnson.
That's right.
Arguably.
Not gonna say anything else, boys. Jimmy Johnson, the GOAT. Richard Petty's the king.
Tom Brady's the GOAT.
Jimmy Johnson's the GOAT.
Yes. Of NASCAR.
Yes.
Jimmy Johnson is no GOAT.
Michael.
Mr. Inconsistent.
I feel like I shouldn't be allowed to answer this question.
All
But
right, go ahead, Michael. You can say it.
I'm going with Richard Petty. And when we look at every aspect possible of who the greatest driver in the sport is, when you break all that down, Richard Petty comes up in the top 5, top 3 of almost every single category.
Absolutely.
You got the wins, how the engineering worked with everything. He set the bar for what he set the bar, you know. If you wanted to be successful, you had to go out and beat that 43 team. And because he was the one to do that, that's why he was called the king. I mean, he set a mark. He set a mark, 200 wins that will never be surpassed. I'm very comfortable saying that. 7 championships, been tied twice, may never be passed, but Jimmy Johnson has a very good chance of passing it. And personally, I think he can pass it. But just the fact that he set that boundary, he set that mark for how good you had to be, that just to me really proves how good he actually was and why he is the best driver.
So Kelvin, I wanna add something to your
Oh,
thing.
Jesus H.
So even though we say Redmond's Racing, we all know Dale Earnhardt had a thing for railing cages. Once again, even though Redmond's Racing, have we seen anything where Jimmy Johnson has either moved or spun someone out on the final lap to go for the win?
Back in the day, that's what you did in NASCAR. Today, it's not likely because you don't do it. But guess what? How many times have we heard Jimmy Johnson wrecking at Daytona in the last 7 years? How many times did you ever hear Dale Earnhardt wrecking at Daytona in like 7 straight races?
Well, you can say that with the wrecking with Jimmy Johnson, how much he wrecks there, but he has gotten the job done. He's won twice at Daytona. Some drivers, most drivers ever in the history
Who has the
of NASCAR
most
have
wins
never
in
won at
Daytona
Daytona.
history?
Dale Earnhardt?
Dale Earnhardt does.
No, it's Earnhardt because of the races at Daytona with the Clash and the duels.
I don't count those.
500.
But they count. They count as wins, Marty. Jimmy Johnson doesn't have but like 3 wins at Daytona.
Let's see here. Jimmy
Go to
Johnson.
Talladega. Jimmy's got what? 2 wins at Talladega?
Talladega are tracks though that anyone can win at. Let's see here.
Well, who dominated
Johnson?
those tracks in the day? Who dominated those tracks?
Jimmy Johnson. I just want to make Jimmy Johnson has 2 wins at Talladega. I think he has 2 dual wins, a Clash win, and 2 500s, and a July race.
Jimmy Johnson has the most wins at Dover. The second most wins at Martinsville.
Third most, tied for third.
I'm pretty sure he's got the most wins at Texas.
Maybe.
Yep, probably.
Actually, yes. I think by a long shot.
Texas, because I think that was owned by Rusty Wallace. I think.
Jeff Burton.
Jimmy won like 4 fall races in a row, so
Yeah.
he has to have the most.
Yeah.
Don't worry. When Jimmy cracks a couple hundred wins, maybe we can call him the GOAT. It's just like Tom Brady having to get all these rings to be the GOAT. Jimmy Johnson's not the GOAT. He's got the easier path to get a championship than Dale Earnhardt did.
Okay, let's move on.
Well, Earnhardt's in. Petty's the king. Earnhardt's the intimidator. Johnson's the GOAT. That's basically how everyone's defining them. So.
Yep. Okay.
All
right. So let's just.
It's a debate for another day.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even put Jimmy in my top 4.
Wait, so who's in your top 4 then?
You've got Dale Earnhardt.
Who's in your top 4? Petty, Pearson, Earnhardt, and Gordon. Is that your top 4?
That would be the top 4 right there.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Okay. No, I'd have to agree with that.
Fair
But
enough.
Johnson's 5th, right?
Johnson's
All right,
5th.
all right.
He's definitely on the Mount Rushmore. I'm just saying he's not my top 4.
Fair enough.
All right.
Let's
I
move
got
on.
you,
Let's
dude.
get predictions. So we got 4 races to predict this weekend. Did anyone? I don't know. No one picked Boyer. Okay, I know that for sure.
No.
Who would have picked Clint Boyer? All right, moving on. Let's get the predictions. Let's go to the Xfinity Series race first at the Texas Motor Speedway. This race is at 3 o'clock on your local Fox station. Excuse me. So here
Bless
is
you.
the entry list. Let's see here. Austin Cindric, the 12. Joe Nemechek, the 15. Ryan Preece, the 18. Ryan Blaney, the 22. It could have my reason to watch the race because Blaney's in it. Jamie McMurray, the 42. Oh my gosh, bring back memories. Chase Briscoe, the 60. Kevin Harvick, the 98. So we'll go DJ, Justin, Kelvin, me, then Michael.
Okay. I really don't. This is another topic for another day. I'm gonna say I don't think Cup regulars should be in the field in Xfinity, but out of the Xfinity regulars, I'd have to say maybe Chase Briscoe. I mean, he was the one that almost won it in trucks. You could also say that they are different aerodynamics than Xfinity. because they are trucks. But I'm going with Chase Briscoe.
Okay, that's actually not that bad. I actually like that, to be honest. All right, Justin, who are you picking?
What I'm hoping is an Xfinity regular wins before we go into Dash for Cash, where there is no cup leeches. So I'm gonna pick an Xfinity regular, and let me decide. Let me think. I am going to go with Christopher Bell. Knowing how well he's done, he's been like the top Xfinity driver these past 3 or 4 races. So yeah, I'm going with Christopher Bell.
Imagine we
Not a
had
bad choice.
Briscoe battle for the win again.
Yeah.
All right, Kelvin,
Which series are we doing right now?
Xfinity,
Xfinity.
Texas.
Well, you got to go with this guy's got to break through eventually, right? It's got to happen at some point, right? Like his season's going to get on track at some point, right? He's finally going to hit victory lane after being so close for 3 races. The one Carvelia Sadler. Come on.
Okay. All right. Sadly, I think we get a Cup regular winning.
Probably.
With the 98 of Kevin Harvick, just because how good he is at the 1.5 mile tracks, especially Texas at last year's race. But if we're talking Xfinity regulars here, Christopher Bell. All right, Michael.
I see you're into stealing things tonight, Marty.
I am. That's correct. I can even steal your Xbox One.
Well, I'm not even in my room right now, so
I can
you're gonna have to reach a little bit farther.
I can steal the Coors Light girl that you sleep with all the time.
We don't talk about it. We already settled that whole discussion. But yeah. Last time Harvick was in an Xfinity car, put on a clinic, going with Harvick, going with Bell to be the highest finishing Xfinity regular.
Okay. Moving on. Next race we got. It is the IndyCar race at Phoenix, first oval race of this season. Late one for you, ladies and gents. I believe it is 9 o'clock, 9:30 race on NBCSN. The first race for NBCSN since they announced their exclusive deal to IndyCar in 2019. Who's your pick to win it? Justin's first.
I'm going to say Will Power.
I see Justin is into stealing things as well.
Yep.
Okay. DJ.
Oh man, what's his name? Hunter Ray.
Ryan Hunter Ray. Okay.
Not bad.
That little kid. Yeah, Hunter Ray wins it.
Okay.
Damn it. I was like all excited.
Mike, I want you to go next. Michael? I think it's because the stuff gets stolen.
Get up, Michael.
Can
Michael!
I say something real quick?
Get up, Michael. You still have to hit. You know we steal stuff from you. You know we come in their house and steal stuff from you.
Hunter Ray and Will Power are the only IndyCar drivers I know. I don't even watch IndyCar.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, the phone was ringing. I had to pick it up.
Who are you picking to win the IndyCar race?
All right. I was gonna go Will Power.
Okay.
But, Justin likes to steal stuff, so.
Okay.
I'll stick with Will Power.
No one stole my pick. No one stole
Hey,
my pick.
Marty. Does
Pick Scott
IndyCar and
Dixon.
Xfinity and other series count towards the win standings that we're doing, or is it just Cup?
It's just Cup.
Just Cup. Okay.
I bet.
Boys, no one stole my pick.
Is your pick Scott Dixon?
No.
All right.
Hype train.
Helio.
Oh, for the Wickens hype train. I like what Robert Wickens has. Even though it's his first oval race, trying something new. This man tried something new a few weeks ago. His first IndyCar race and almost won. I get the over a different test. I'm gonna play big risk in this. Why not? Robert Wickens wins at Phoenix.
But he wrecked the leader. He wrecked the leader.
That's Rossi. But I'm picking Robert Wickens to win. All right. Now we'll go to Formula One at Bahrain.
Nope, skip me.
This is at 11:30 a.m. on ESPN2. DJ,
But you cut out on me. What are we predicting?
Formula One.
Formula One. Oh man, I don't know Formula One either. Could you skip me and then I'll check the roster.
All right.
You don't have to pick it though.
Kelvin,
Marty, what are you saying? You're all cut out.
Formula One at Bahrain. Who do you think will win?
I figure you're probably going Formula One drivers is my guess. So I am going to go with Lewis Hamilton wins it this weekend.
See, Kelvin is into stealing things as well.
Yeah. Yep, I'm done. Goodbye.
In the spirit of Jake, I pick Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah. Okay, he's good at stealing lines as well.
All right, I'm just gonna pick Lewis Hamilton.
I'm gonna say Hamilton.
So, do we have Hamilton across the board?
Yep.
All right.
All right, boys.
Yeah,
Leave down
Reggie.
in the comments what you want us to do if Lewis Hamilton does not win the race.
I thought Kelvin was laughing there for a moment.
Kelvin, are you dying?
Marty's going to be eating a bag of Cheetos.
Kelvin, this is how inside job.
Okay, I found my pick.
Okay. DJ?
I don't even know if this guy's a Formula One driver.
Oh, no.
Sebastian Bourdais.
He's the leading points. He's leading the points right now.
Okay, Sebastian Bourdais races both Formula One and IndyCar.
Bourdais did used to race Formula One, I'll tell you that. He sucked at it, though.
He's better than IndyCar, honestly.
Yeah. And IndyCar / Sham car, whatever.
Remember he had the crash?
Okay, moving on. Okay, moving on. Cup race now in Texas.
Wow, a better topic.
There we
A
go.
much better topic.
Yeah.
A 500%
Yeah,
better
I've been
topic.
waiting for this. I've been waiting to do my prediction.
DJ
Texas will be a
first.
terrible race.
All right.
Okay. So, if you look at the stats from this season,
Oh, God.
who has been the most consistent driver? That's
Harvick.
That's a rookie
Harvick.
or
Oh, that's a rookie?
guy. That's a rookie or a new driver that's in a new car.
Oh, crap. Like,
Wait,
You
what?
going with Amarola?
is he saying? Is he picking William Byron to win the race?
Oh, God.
Well, Byron
Marty.
hasn't been consistent.
No,
He's
because
been
then he
consistently at
changes
the
that
back.
he's in a new car.
Okay.
Byron has been
I'm
consistently in the top
going-
15.
with Daryl Wallace
What?
Jr.
Okay.
He is in a new car.
No, that's bold. That's
What?
very,
What his career? No, I'm just kidding.
very bold.
You haven't heard my pick yet.
I'll tell you what.
You moved it to Bolito.
Kelvin used to be our guy for bold predictions, but I think DJ just topped him unless Kelvin can come back with something good.
Yes.
Tell me something good.
Okay. Justin.
All right. I've been waiting for this.
Oh, God.
So, been thinking of it all day. This guy, he won the first two stages last year. Had a bad pit stop. Took him out of the game.
Oh my god.
Now,
I'm done. Goodbye.
been doing so well. I have been waiting to say this. It's going to be Ryan Blaney getting redemption from last year. He wins at Texas this weekend.
Oh.
You're not allowed back on the show, Justin.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bye, Justin. I'm a regular now.
I like your pick, Justin. I like your pick, buddy.
I like his
kidding.
pick too, except I don't like it because I didn't get to pick it.
I was
Yeah, we've been stealing. Yeah, I'm still on the show. It's a joke.
well, boys.
It's not a joke.
Go to Kelvin.
I'm looking up some stats here.
I thought I was the stats guy. What the heck?
Yeah. Yeah, we went to their house. By the way, Michael, we went to their house and we stole a bunch of stuff from you.
So when this driver actually has some decent horsepower underneath the hood of his car at Texas Motor Speedway,
Oh.
he runs exceptionally well. Inside the top 5, as a matter of fact. He's now in a fairly solid running race car. Took over for Marty's favorite driver in the Wood Brothers car.
Oh.
That would be Paul Menard wins it at Texas for the Wood Brothers.
That's another bold, but honestly, Menard's done better.
Or
Marty's
tied,
getting
Kelly.
naked.
Oh, Marty's shirtless. All right.
You want
It's
to see
getting
me
good
shirtless?
now.
Want to see my body?
Marty's like, oh,
Rated T for teen.
Wait, Marty, come back.
Shirt on.
No, Marty, take your shirt
Marty,
off.
when you took that sweater off, all we saw was your chest.
Marty, take your shirt off again.
We're going way too bold. Why? I'm gonna have a bold heart. I'm gonna have a bold heart attack by the end of the day. Let's get happening. Oh wait, I'm going for the bold effect. That's the guy on my shirt. No, just kidding. Don't worry. I'm not picking Suarez or Edwards. No.
All right.
I'm gonna pick the guy. I'm gonna go. I hate to go bold. I hate to not go bold because everyone's doing that. I'm gonna go with the safe route. I'm gonna go with Mr. 1.5, Mr. Sweep in the weekend, KH4, Kevin Harvick gets
No. No.
No! Please, God, no!
And now,
Please, no, not a fifth win.
and
I
now
mean, a fourth win. Please, not a fourth win.
And now we go to Michael.
I don't even need a diecast for my pick.
Uh-oh.
No,
Obviously.
no, don't go cut out. Don't go cut out. That's another thing. That's usually happening in life.
Me and Calvin are tied for boldness.
I am shocked at all of you.
Oh, he's going with MTJ.
I'm
Uh-oh.
I'm disappointed, really. Hold on. Yeah, I'm
Oh wait, I might get copyrighted for singing that.
yeah. So I'm disappointed in you guys. I mean, I can't believe you didn't pick him. I mean, we've been talking about him for most of the show.
Him?
Him,
Him?
not him.
Joey Logano.
Him.
Oh.
That's a new one.
Never mind.
Did you?
How do
did
I
you want
know?
bold? I thought we were going bold
Cardboard
tonight.
cutouts. That's creepy.
Oh
What
my
do you mean
gosh,
that's creepy?
Michael is actually Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well,
Hey, it's
are you creeped out? Are you creeped out yet, Justin?
Wait, Michael.
Oh God, Kevin Harvick.
Michael, where's the Coors Light girl?
She's back there.
Hi.
Hey, God damn shit.
Hi.
That's the girl Michael.
Yeah, no, I'm not picking Johnson. I'm taking Truex.
Obviously.
Told ya.
All right.
Like you guys didn't pick him. He's almost won. He almost won both Texas races. Like, come on now.
Yeah.
He's almost won all the mile-and-a-half races.
I'll
Should
tell you
Come
I
on.
bolder, Michael?
I was stuck with picking between Truex and Harvick. I like Harvick though.
You guys can play around with your bold predictions, but I'm going for the win, baby. Give me that W. I'm like Jameis Winston. I'm going to be eating that W.
Buccaneers actually
Alright,
did
so
not
to
make the
recap
playoffs.
So to recap the picks, I can't even think of who won. Goodness gracious. Oh my gosh.
Blaney,
Oh.
Menard.
We had Zydo
Harvick.
had Blaney. Kelvin had Menard. DJ had Bubba. Michael had MTJ. I had the closer.
MTJ 7-8.
KH4, even though I do like Blaney 12. All right. That's going to do it for this episode of Motorsports 360.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed the show with us today. We'll be back Tuesday to recap Texas and Phoenix. For Justin, Kelvin, DJ, and Michael, I'm already saying so long. This has been Motorsports 360. Say bye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Peace.
1, 2, 3. In the
And a
dodge.
Dodge.
The Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Dilly.
The Fresh
Dilly,
Prince
dilly.
of Bel
Dilly
Air.
dilly.
One to go. Brought to you by
Dilly,
PMC
dilly.
Bank.
The Fresh Prince of Bel Air.